The Washington State Legislature is trying to ban conversion therapy. What exactly is the concern?
I'm going to show in this video that each argument created to justify the need for this bill is misleading, and why this bill harms children. Proponents of this bill would have you believe that children in Washington State are being tortured due to conversion therapy. Listen to the sponsor of this bill, Senator Marco Liias.
What do these practices include? They include things as monstrous as inducing nausea, vomiting, and paralysis while showing children erotic images. This is torture.
Senator Liias is describing physical therapies called aversion therapy. Starting 45 years ago, they were condemned as inhumane and unethical, and were abandoned by professional therapists when working with LGBT individuals. However, in 2015, it was alleged this was happening in Washington, so the Senate passed Bill SB 5870 banning aversion therapy. But Senator Liias and his colleagues in the House committee blocked the bill from passing. How do I know? I was there. I testified in both the Senate and House committee hearings. I followed the bill closely. Senator Liias and his friends, keeping aversion therapy legal can only mean one of two things. He doesn't believe these physical therapies are taking place, or he and his allies have aided and abetted child torture and abuse for the past 3 years, the very thing they claim to be fighting. The truth is, proponents of this bill need these decades-old practices to be legal to convince you and the legislators of the need for a therapy ban. No one wants child abuse. These torture allegations play on people's emotions and sell well in the media.
Well, Mark, it's known as gay conversion therapy, and the senator behind this bill figures there are a couple of dozen doctors in the state who offer this as part of their practice. He considers it torture.
Senator Liias told this reporter 24 doctors are torturing children. Why doesn't he disclose their names? Why doesn't he report them to the authorities? Torture is illegal. Child abuse is illegal. Coercion is unethical. And the reporter just repeats Senator Liias as if he's speaking facts instead of asking for a doctor's name and interviewing them. As a counselor, I'm required by law to report child abuse within 48 hours. If I know of professionals who are being unethical, I'm required to report them. Anyone can report abuse. If Senator Liias hasn't disclosed these professionals, how can we believe he's trying to protect children? What's he doing? More on that later. These alleged abusive doctors must be practicing in isolation. Counselors aren't the only legally bound mandatory reporters. Medical practitioners, nurses, school personnel, and a host of others. Certainly someone has seen or heard of these abuses.
We have never seen a therapist identified who has done any of the things that has been referenced. In fact, when we have asked the Department of Health in the tens of thousands of complaints that they get, because they already licensed, they already have supervisory authority over therapists, they have never received a single complaint alleging abuse in the area of trying to make someone not be gay or whatever. No one can remember a single complaint ever.
No, professionals aren't torturing children in Washington.